I have new tyres, guys. I took my bike into the garage the other day for a service, tyres and MOT, and it's all been done now. I have Michelin Power 5s, which I couldn't actually find many reviews on Power 5s, so I thought, I know what I could do. I'll buy them and put them on. So now I am riding with the Power 5s, which I'll show you once we get to HCAP, but just going for a bit of a ride at the moment. Seems to be a lot of bikes about, to be honest, today. But it is coming back into bike season. We're up at 12 and 14 degrees. So you are able to go outside again. Got a bit of a story to tell today about the MT-07 in the garage. It was nearly impossible to replace the rear wheel. Just because of how bad it had been treated in the past, which I thankfully the garage managed to sort it out, otherwise I would have cried. Because, you know, if the garage gives up on your bike, it's obviously terrible. So the rear wheel locking nut was so stuck, like on the bike, it was welded on. They had to destroy it to get it off. It would not budge. So they were sat there with a massive hammer, you know, like a massive Torx bit, smacking it for an hour straight. They used a whole tin of GT85, which is like another WD-40. So they sat there smacking it, spraying it, jumping on it, and after an hour, it budged. Just a tiny bit, it budged. I'll put a picture on screen now of what my bike looked like while it was having its service, because I don't know who designed the MT-07, but the airbox is like under the fuel tank, which just seems ridiculous to get to. We need to move over for this caravan. Didn't actually have to move over, now I just feel like a twat. So we can just sit in this lane for a bit. Our exit isn't full. It's very windy, I will say that. I'm struggling to like hold my neck in one place, so I hope my audio is okay. But anyway, welcome to 2024, guys, our first motovlog of the year. I apologise for not uploading, and the only thing that's been going on my channel is the vlogs lately. So I am sorry for a lack of motovlogs, but we are back. But anyway, welcome to the video. My name is Nate. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We got a bit more riding to do this year together, guys. A lot is going to change. This is the big year for Nate Rides. It's time for the A license in, was it February, March, April, May, June. 4 months. In 4 months, we can have our 1000cc big boy bike, which is going to happen. So if you guys are excited for the 1000cc, leave a like on this video and comment down below what bikes you suggest, because I've been looking at quite a few, to be honest. Anything from an R1 to an MT-10. So at the moment I am riding on the Michelin Power 5s, brand new out of the garage yesterday. They're quite expensive tyres, to be honest. I think it was £350 fitted for the rear and front. But I was looking through my service history on the bike. You know, this bike does have full service history. I've been keeping that up. But I couldn't find any paperwork in a massive stack about that thick about tyres. I still had Bridgestone Battle Axe tyres on, which are the tyres that come stock with the bike actually. So I'm quite glad that I've changed them now. I've got peace of mind that I know they're okay, because I'm pretty sure the tyres might not have ever been changed. They might have been done, but there's no evidence of that, so I just kind of... I got a wave and I didn't wave back, so I feel sad. I'm also... we're riding to HCAP, guys. I know we've done that last year quite a bit, but first meet of the year, so I want to go say hello to everyone. I'm doing it by memory today, so I am 100% sure how to get there, but we're going to try. But one of the biggest difference I've noticed about these Power 5s is that everything feels so much smoother. Like, even just leaning a little bit, you know, to move out the way of this arrow, for say if it was wet, it's just minimal effort, except for when the wind hits you. That's when it's maximum effort. It's very windy today, I can't lie. Anyway, I hope you guys have been enjoying the podcast that me and Talk have been making. I think we've done about 13 episodes now, which is great. We do 10 episodes a season, and every season we kind of mix it up a little bit, kind of try to do things a little bit different than before. But this podcast doesn't only go on my YouTube channel, guys, it also goes on Spotify and everything else. So if you just search for Bikers Podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you listen to on, it'll be there. And what I am doing is I've listened to you guys' suggestions to me. YouTube is going to have a video format to the podcast where it will be just riding around instead of just a photo. But don't worry, once a week podcast, once a week motovlog. If that works for you guys, I would like to do that. The podcast, me and Talk love doing them, and we do actually have a list of things we're going to be talking about. It comes out every Friday, and I'm going to stop plugging the podcast and talk about motorbikes a bit more, because that's what we're here for. But the podcast is bike themed, I promise. Everything is bike themed. Right, I think I'm doing well. I'm pretty sure I remember the way to HCAF, but this is all from my memory. Okay, so we're now approaching HCAF. We made it just by using my brain, which is the best thing about it, because normally I get very, very lost. Alright, let's go say hi to everyone, and then I'm going to show you guys my Pilot 5 tyres. They've only done 50 miles so far, so I'm still breaking it in, hence the cautious ride. It's just better to be safe than sorry. I'd love to not low side, you know, so I'm just taking it easy. Same.
Ryan!
Ryan! Ryan! Ryan!
I'm staying at the back.
Yeah, do you want to go first? You want to go first? Okay, so I've just been to HCAF and hang out with some guys, and I hope I didn't leave my cherry bakewell tart behind, because I'll be devastated. So after talking to a group of people about motorbikes and, you know, where I should go for my A, you know, it's important for me to think about what bike I really want to go for my A, because I'm on an MT-07 at the moment. I love the MT-07's power. The only note that I do have is I want a sport bike, a proper bike. And I'm stuck here between, I've ruled out R6 I think, just because it's the same as the MT-07 essentially, just the R6 has a better top end, which I'll rarely get to use, to be honest, because, you know, with, sorry, I'm just focusing on the roundabout. Because with, you know, using the top end, you have to be going really fast. Oh, yeah, we're riding with a group of people, and I've got Dennis, Jess's uncle, behind me on his 125, so we're just hanging back, and I've got new tyres, so I am taking it easy. I'm not going to go race mode. But yeah, so I'm sat here trying to decide what bike to get. The R6 is the same as the MT-07 pretty much. In fact, the MT-07 will beat the R6 off of the line. But once you start using more than half of the engine, you'll notice the difference. So there's that. I've also thought about the R1, but my insurance prices are about £3,000 for one, and that's looking at, I think it's 2014 I was looking at, so it's not like a new one I'm looking at with the sexy stunning panels, although that is like my dream bike. I hate this. Why have we got 20 miles per hour with a speed camera here? So we're going to slow right down. Okay, we're there. What's happening here? There you go, we got Talk with us. Talk from the Bikers Podcast. It's a big cameo in this episode. But yeah, so I've ruled out R6. R1 I'll struggle with financially because of first the cost and then the insurance prices. And then I thought I could keep the MT-07, and then I thought I need a sport bike. I want a sport bike. I want to go fast. So then I was like, what other sport bike? Okay, we've got to really drop the speed here. And then I think to myself, well, what other bikes do I have? What other bikes are there that I could ride that is first off similar to the MT-07, a sport bike, and nice and fun? Now this is where I'm going to rule my options at. I'm going to say I'm going to wait for the YZF-R9 and get a brand new bike, or I'm starting to consider the R7 because the MT-07 has an engine that you can use all the way through the ranks. Is Talk leading or am I leading? I'm confused. Ah, 2 CP2 engines. I got that on video. Yeah, so I am now thinking about the R9. I'm waiting for that, or I could just get an R7. Now they're going down in price because the MT-07 has enough power for what I personally want. It's more just a riding style. So my only problem with the R7 is that it's not a 4-cylinder. It is a CP2, which I don't mind, to be honest. They sound grunty and they sound nice. So I'm going to be making decisions for the next few months, and I might save up for an R7. We'll have to see where the channel goes. But guys, I need your help here. If you look down below, you'll see the comment section. I need you guys to write out some bikes you know that are good looking sport bikes that have similar power. Well, not even similar, I don't mind having more power. Find me bikes that are sport bikes with good power that aren't going to break the bank, and then we'll see what we end up with. Because this is going to be very exciting, you know, in July. We're going to hit summer and we're going to have a brand new motorbike together, which is really fun. And by the way, these tyres are amazing. Do you want to forget like there's a fun? It doesn't. How do I make you love me? I mean, looking at the R7, the R7 is what I think a sport bike should look like, but not many of them do anymore. Especially like looking at the R3, the R3 needs a refresh. I will confirm that. So Yamaha, refresh the R3 and you might get some sales in that area. Second off, make the R7 not 9 grand, please. The R7 is ridiculously priced now. It started off at like 7 grand back in the day. Well, not 7 grand, that's a lie. It started off at 8,200, I'll always remember. and then it went up to 8,500, 8,600, 8,000, and that was 9,200. In my opinion, it is a tad bit too expensive for what you're offering. What's the speed limit down here? Is it 70 or 50? I don't remember. We'll just go 60, dead in the middle. Right, I gotta use my brain here. Gotta do some braining. Oh shit, we're braking. Wait, is this the A34 roundabout? Oh no. Aha, cheat code! There you go, figured it out. And we're going to stay in this lane because I got the roundabout confused, but I'm glad I did that anyway. The R7, like I was saying, has gone up in price, but it is like my dream motorbike is an R7 or an R1. Because when I was doing getting ready for my A2, I was like, I want, you know, a bike that looks like an R1 that I can ride on A2, and they announced the R7, like I predicted, by the way. It's a flex. Yeah, so I'm just trying to decide what I want to get and what I want to do. You guys know me, I normally change bike every 6 months, and this MT has lasted more than that. It nearly hasn't, I won't lie. I nearly got a CBR 650F not long ago. I also nearly swapped it at a dealership for an R3. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm rolling backwards. Oh, there's race car driver. Oh, that van just didn't even stand a chance. I don't even know why he tried. There we go. Okay, we're on the dual carriageway. That makes it a bit easier to talk. Talk like the guy behind me. So we've talked about my new tyres, the future of the channel motorbike wise, but there's also a couple of other changes I want to quickly discuss, guys. This year I really want to make it worth it on the channel this year. I want to do something really cool. I gotta make sure Dennis is behind me. I think he is. I want to take my quality further. I've actually taken in the last month a video editing course, just so I can get a bit better at editing videos together. I'm going to try to do is get an Insta360 camera just to give you guys another viewpoint on the channel, because it's great what I have been doing. I think with the Hero 9 I've made it last a good few years, but I could definitely do with something new. Like all these a lot of bike creators they're all on TikTok and they use 360 cameras facing them, and hey, that's great, that's what works for them and it works on the TikTok format. But I'm going to stay old-fashioned. I will not be leaving my YouTube corner with 5,000 people. I will stay put. So I need you guys to point me in the right direction of what content this year you want to be seeing. Do you want to see me do, you know, cross-country trips on a 125 again? Would that be funny? All you guys got to do is give me an idea of what you want from me, and that way I can really excel my content and make it worth watching for everybody. That's the big plan. It's so nice riding rubber bikes again. I don't even feel cold anymore. But I haven't gone outside on my bike with other people since the last meet we did. I think that was October. So it is really nice for me to be out again. And I'll be honest, as a biker and as a human being, I suppose, I struggle with social anxiety a lot. I normally can't go outside very well, especially at the moment. But my bike gives me a bit of hope with life, so we're okay. So I really want to hear your ideas, guys. I've got some stuff planned for the future. I've had an idea for a few years about an interactive motovlog. If you're a long time subscriber, you've probably heard of it, and I've given ideas. But what I'm really trying to do is give a proper original idea and input. So every time I go to do it, I'm like, I'm just copying this, or this is very similar to this, and I'm like, I want something different. I want people to look at my channel and go, wow, I can hear his bike over mine coming out back at me. It sounds weird. God, I love riding with other people. This is so much fun. Hey everyone, sorry, my camera died on the A34. So I'm not exactly 100% sure what we were talking about. I've gone through the footage and I kind of have an idea of what I missed. I'm going to just summarise a few of the points I made, just in case I do miss anything. R7, very nice, very expensive, price won't stop going up. Another point is I nearly bought a CBR 650F. Another point is Yamaha needs to renew the R3. I'm sure you guys know about my new tyres. We're going to have a look at that in a minute actually, now I can get off the bike. I've just got to go pick up some bed sheets, so I thought I'd come out and finish just for the big upload tonight. Oh, it's cold. I should have bought my jacket. Instead I'm just in a Deadpool Christmas hoodie, which, you know, is very, very fun. I'm very happy about being back out on the bike. I said a few other things. I hope it's still in there. If it's not, you guys are getting a repeat. But we'll just talk about something new for a bit, and anything I missed I can just kind of patch in here and there in some future videos. So one of the things I want to talk about is doing some more bike meets this year in different places, such as Rikers, Bedford. Just want to go exploring a little bit and meet some new people, which I think will be really cool. My camera was dead, but I did say a few things about, you know, myself and my social anxiety. So I haven't done many meets in 2023, and I haven't done much at all in 2023, to be honest, with meeting people here, there and everywhere. And sometimes I cancel, go into other people's things. That's because I struggle to go outside sometimes, but I'm happy to be back, relatively back to normal at the moment. So don't worry guys, we're good. Oh, you're going to make me stop in a keep clear. I can't keep it clear. There we go, we're good. We're only going around the corner to Sano's. So that's quite a major thing. It's okay. I would love to go meet some new people and get out a bit more. So that's on the agenda, big plan for 2024. Another thing is I want to start doing some more, I want to call it stupid stuff, like going from the most southern point of the UK to the most northern point of the UK. On like a 50cc or something absolutely ridiculous, but people are just going to look at me and think, what idiot wanted to do that? And then people can say Nath Rides was the idiot that wanted to do that. Oh, I love these tyres, they feel so good. Right, let's pull on the Sainsbury's and I'll show you guys my Michelin Power 5s. We'll actually have a visual this time. Okay, so I just showed you my tyres, but there were so many people around I felt too awkward to talk. So there's my not pilot. A lot of people think, don't you mean Pilot 5, Nathan, or Road 5s? No, I mean Power 5s. They have 5-star wet grip, so I suppose we're going to be doing a Power 5 wet test grip, but that's once I've broken them in. I've still got just over 100 miles to do before they're broken in, but I've already done about 50, so about after 150 miles I think that's when I can start, you know, absolutely wrecking them. So, welcome to 2024. We're going to have a great year together, guys, this year. We're going to do so much fun and ridiculous and stupid stuff. I apologise for the split format of this video, where we done like 50% earlier, 50% now, because of the whole mess that happened. But hope you had a good Christmas, hope you had a good New Year, and I will see you in next week's video. Remember, guys, videos come out once a week, and so does the podcast. Podcast is every Friday, video I'm not 100% sure yet. But I will see you all later. Bye bye. The light's red, bro.